Tucked within a Colleyville neighborhood is the safe space that 1 year ago
there's a hostage situation at the Congregation
was filled with terror.
in Colleyville, Texas.
These are the 4 men held hostage at Congregation Beth Israel on January 15th.
And when I look at them, I know it was a miracle.
Shane Woodward, Larry Schwartz, Jeff Cohen, and Rabbi Charlie Citron Walker joining us via Zoom from North Carolina.
To see Jeff and Larry and Shane, it's really heartwarming.
Together in the synagogue where they were trapped.
Ecom 911, Jessica, where's your emergency?
I've got someone who has a gun, and he says he has 2 bombs.
You're sitting here a year later. What does that feel like for you? What kind of feelings does that bring out?
It's been tough.
I'll never be the same person that I was before that day.
Oh my God, there's a guy with a gun. Okay, can you tell me what he looks like?
That morning, a stranger they welcomed into the synagogue took them hostage during a live-streamed Sabbath service. Malik Faisal Akram demanded the release of a jailed terrorist, Afia Siddiqui, in Fort Worth, leading to a violent standoff that lasted 11 hours.
Okay, thank you, because my husband's inside. His name is Shane, S-H-A-N-E.
He threatened us that the whole time.
Okay, yeah, we do have officers.
The gun never left pointing at the 4 of us. It was always the whole time. And Jeff actually mentioned to him, hey, do you mind taking your finger off the trigger?
He called my name. He said, Larry, how are you doing? Or something like that. And I said, I've got to go to the restroom. And he says, okay, you're like my dad. I'm going to let you go.
Step up here. Come on. Right up here, sir.
Larry was the first released.
I call my...
Well, you can call anybody you want. Let's get out of here.
I just want to let her know that I'm okay.
That's fine.
Then hours later came the dramatic escape of the other 3 bolting out of an exit door.
Shane gets up. When he hit the release bar,
I had hit that door with all of my weight.
it sounded like it broke.
And I read that he allowed you all to call your family members
Yes,
at some
early on.
point. Is that right?
Yep.
And so I'm wondering, when you had the chance to call your loved ones, what were those conversations like?
And those were among some of the hardest conversations that I've ever had.
Mine was, I'm at CBI. There's a gunman. He says he's got a bomb. I love you. Remember me.
Have you healed?
The fact that we can share stories is such a beautiful thing. I mean, that to me is healing.
I would say we're healing. I would not say we're healed.
Thousands of Jewish people are going to die. 80% will be Jewish.
With anti-Semitism on the rise, fortified synagogues and panic buttons have become routine.
Do you feel safe?
I don't feel safe. I'll feel safe when we don't have to have armed guards because we're Jews.
Congregant and author Anna Eisen is the daughter of Holocaust survivors.
Yes, there was a good outcome, but I think it also reminds us that it was indeed a terrible day for us as a congregation, for these individuals, for this community.
Akram said he chose to take you hostage in the synagogue because the U.S., quote, only cares about Jewish lives and because, quote, Jews control the media, the world, and the banks. I mean, how dangerous do you think
That's
that
exactly
mindset
my
is?
point. People hear these often enough and loud enough. And some, a very small percentage, people begin to internalize them and they accept them, which is why it is so important that the rest of us stand up, and when we hear these things, we challenge them.
MRAP has hostage, headed to command.
I'd had a very rough year, personally, with health reasons and the loss of my wife. And
I'm sorry.
So I'm glad we're all safe, and now we just got to get the message across to others. This is not acceptable.
He says that he will pull the bomb if they don't pull back.
And while Rabbi Charlie has since moved to a new congregation,
I have 3 bombs here, my dear. You want to test me? Come.
he remains the hero who saved their lives.
I'm telling you, I love death more than you love life.
He yelled, "Run," and he tossed a chair at him.
Did you know that was coming, or was that
No.
all of a sudden?
Hell,
there was no
heck
coordination.
no. We
there
had
was no coordination going on. No
not at
talking
all.
to each other.
No.
So you heard run, and then
we
the
were
chair
out the
was
door.
thrown.
And we were out the door. Heard him come out, heard him look around. from looking at the video, he did try to fire again. The gun had jammed.
It really got to that point.
Yeah.
It was, all that happened in a split second.
And Rabbi Charlie, you welcomed him in, you offered hot tea, you were kind to this person, but after what happened, would you still do that again?
We need to be able to find ways to do both. Have both that sense of safety and security, and find ways to offer that sense of hospitality.
We're taught that this is how you treat people. You know, you don't worry about, is he in your tribe? What color is he? Does he worship like me? You don't worry about that stuff. You treat people right.
This is what you're taught.
This is what we're taught. And to live it is important.
Living it means they'd welcome the stranger in again, because although there was once darkness here, they choose to see the light again. In Colleyville, I'm Adriana DeAlba.